Okay, I found the darkest fan theory for Peppa Pig that I could find. Now, I'm not a fan of Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig is a basically a disrespectful, very spoiled brat of a child or piglet child, and there are too many instances where Peppa Pig is just acting a plum fool for no apparent reason. Peppa Pig is just a bad kid all around, just a nasty attitude, um, very entitled, just a nasty little child. So, but this is a dark fan theory that I came across, and I'm let's just get right into it, shall we? Okay, here we go. Peppa was never a healthy child. She was usually ill and spent her short life in a hospital bed. One night, Peppa's parents decided it would be best if they euthanized her. So that night, Peppa Pig fell asleep and she was injected with a poison, thus killing her. This causes Peppa to want to be a fairy as her last dream was about fairies. Mummy Pig, Daddy Pig, and George, Peppa's parents could not live with the guilt of killing their child. After 6 agonizing months of George asking where his sister had gone, Daddy Pig snapped. He took a knife and killed himself, his wife, and child. Susie Sheep was always a happy child and loved playing on her bike. She wanted to be a nurse as she progressed in her life. One sunny day, Susie was riding her bike when she was run over by an oncoming truck. The impact caused her to die immediately. In her afterlife, Susie is usually found wearing a nurse costume. Mummy Sheep, due to her daughter's death, Mummy Sheep couldn't cope with life. Already hooked on alcohol, she started taking crack cocaine and heroin. She got into a deep depression and died of a drug overdose. Mr. Zebra, the man driving the truck that killed Susie, he was not sent to prison but lost his driver's license and job. Due to this, he lost his house, his wife, and money and died living on the streets. This is why Susie and Mr. Zebra have never been seen in an episode together. Grandpa Dog was strict in his human life. He took his only daughter and grandchild everywhere. Grandpa Dog was a sailor and worked usually at a garage. Grandpa Dog had taken Danny on a sail around when a storm broke out. Lightning hit the boat, which set it alight. Grandpa Dog was burned to death while Danny drowned. Mummy Dog was killed at the garage. She was fixing a car wash when it malfunctioned and killed her. This is why she is never ever seen at Grandpa Dog's garage and why Grandpa Dog doesn't like taking Danny on a boat. Pedro was a geek at school, so he was always bullied for this. He took every day as it came and never stood up for himself. One day, the bully got out of hand. The children went swimming where Pedro was brutally drowned by his classmates or bullies. In his animal form, Pedro is still a geek, but it is shown he has only a few friends. Chloe's family was perfect for her. Her mother and father gave her everything she wanted. Chloe was spoiled. She got her own way and was a terror towards her parents. One day, Chloe wanted a puppet theater. Her parents couldn't afford one and made her one themselves. Chloe was not happy and threatened that if she did not get a professional one, she would jump off the roof, and she did. Chloe's parents felt guilty for their child's death, so when Chloe's parents conceived, they jumped off of the roof and joined their spoiled, spiteful daughter. Madame Gazelle had a passion of guitar and teaching. She loved teaching all of the children, taking them on trips, and singing songs while playing her guitar. One day, Madame Gazelle was teaching the children how to bake cookies. They left the cookies in the oven, which caused a massive fire. All of the children and Madame Gazelle were unable to escape and died in the fire. All of the elders died of old age except one, Grampy Rabbit. In one episode, he explained he went into a jungle. This is how he died. He starved in the middle of the jungle. He died and took over the body of a rabbit, an animal known for eating everything. Grandma and Grandpa Pig. Grandpa Pig died in his garden. He was gardening one morning when Peppa's treehouse fell on him. He was crushed to death. Grandpa Pig was the last person to die out of all these people. In fact, this is all in her imagination. Grandpa Pig is schizophrenic and is also taking multiple drugs. All of the characters of Peppa Pig are of all her loved ones. Grandpa Pig is a widow, in grief and fully alone. Grandma Pig. So her schizophrenia took over and transported her to a world where her loved ones are alive and well. She told her one and only friend, Patrick, who was mostly out and about with showbiz. Because of this, he is Mr. Potato. When Grandma Pig died, much like Mummy Sheep, Patrick went to Nickelodeon, and thus Peppa Pig was made into a show. So that is the darkest Peppa Pig fan theory I could find. Yeah, I hated Peppa Pig. She's a evil, just nasty attitude child having self. Y'all have a good one. Peace.